quote the legendary country music group Alabama, "Oh no, you can't keep a good man down." Or at least that seems to be the case for our old friend Brad Rowe. Despite suffering a minor pec injury a few weeks back, things don't appear to be any worse for the wear these days for the Gold's Venice product. Late Monday night, Rowe released some video from his latest chest and shoulder workout, where we see the fourth-year pro looking as solid as ever. Despite being plagued by injuries through most of his career, Brad Rowe is a guy who never seems to stop improving. So don't be surprised if you see an upgraded Brad Rowe sneaking into a show or two before the season winds down. If you spend enough time following sports, you see that certain athletes just have a championship swagger about them that creates a whole aura that surrounds them. And right now, bikini superstar Angelica Texeira has got that swagger. After starting her season off with a blistering performance to win the Arnold Classic, Texeira is only a month and a half away from marching into Vegas, where she'll try to serve up a little revenge following last year's brutal second-place defeat. People close to the Texeira camp have told me that she's attacking this contest prep unlike anything they've ever seen. And a 100% Angelica Tara is one of the scariest athletes in the entire bikini division. And I wouldn't at all be surprised if she winds up unseating Courtney King to become your next Bikini Olympia champ. I think most people would be surprised at just how far a little bit of irrational confidence can carry them in life. And if I were in the midst of having a career year and heading into the Olympia with more momentum than just about anyone in the building, like men's physique all-star Andre Ferguson, I know my confidence would be awfully high right about now. Late Wednesday, the latest round of lights-out progress photos filtered out from inside Team Ferguson, where once again the hottest athlete in men's physique looks to be on an absolute tear. All year long, we've seen Ferguson prove that he can beat anyone in the division when he's on. But he's going to need to bring all that and then some if he's got plans of climbing to the top of Mount Olympia. In about 2 weeks, the traveling circus that's been the Conor McGregor-Floyd Mayweather fight will finally take center stage in Vegas. But trust me when I tell you this, there is absolutely no way in hell that the action you're going to see in that fight even comes close to what's about to go down at the Figure Olympia. This week, new training videos surfaced of #1 contender Candace Lewis doing what it is that she does best, as she begins to head down the home stretch of her Olympia prep. Lewis is coming into this year's contest with a ton of momentum following her resounding Arnold sweep to start the season. And if that same untouchable version of Candace Lewis shows up at the Orleans Arena, ladies and gentlemen, I think we could legitimately be looking at the beginning of a new era in figure. It's really hard to have any sort of longevity in bodybuilding if you aren't someone who just loves the process. And luckily for him, Juan Morell is one of those guys who loves the process. Early Tuesday morning, Juan Diesel was spotted knocking out some good old-fashioned heavy barbell rows, cruising his way through back workout #1 for the week. Through the early part of his off-season, he seems to be hitting his stride, and as long as he can keep the positive juju flowing, I think Juan's on track to have one of his best off-season runs of his entire career. And if he can keep it going, I think we're going to see a red-hot Juan Morell come in and take over the early part of the 2018 schedule.